Stalin signed a secret decree called Preventing the Mass Exodus of Peasants Who Are Starving. The Soviet authorities refused to even acknowledge that the famine was occurring. Of course, we know that they are aware of it by Joseph Stalin's writings, the decree that I mentioned earlier as well. They refused aid, and any aid that they did take, it was not sent to the people who were actually starving. The Soviets blamed any mass immigration on anti-Soviet elements. About 220,000 people who tried to emigrate from the country were sent back, with about 150,000 of these dying. There was a Ukrainian historian who was ordered by the Soviet government to label this as an unavoidable natural disaster in order to absolve the authorities. From the position of a man called Raphael Lemkin, who is the one who coined the term genocide, he identifies this as in fact a genocide. He identifies 4 points. The first is the extermination of the Ukrainian elite. The second is the dissolution and liquidation of the Ukrainian Orthodox Church, where about 75% of the clergy were either sent to the Gulag or executed. The third point is the extermination of the Ukrainian peasantry, where they destroyed their culture, such as folklore, songs, and not to mention the people. The fourth point is when the Soviets began moving other nationalities into Ukraine in an attempt to breed the Ukrainians out, essentially. Whether or not this famine was, in fact, a direct result of Stalin's policies, or if it was an indirect result of industrialization, in either case, Stalin took advantage of this. The famine provided the ability for him to carry out the repression and the genocide of the Ukrainian people. This is an example of a monument for the Ukrainians who suffered, including in my own country where I am. In Canada, there are many Ukrainians in my province as well, and there's some monuments here. So I encourage everyone to take some time to look further into this. Again, this is just a snapshot of what actually happened, and there's much more information. I do encourage you to take a look at it.